Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play on Formula 1 97, as today we've reached round 15 of the championship. Yes, it's the Nürburgring, and once again it's our driver of choice, Mr. Gabriele Tarquini, as he's about to start his qualifying run. Let's have a look now at some stats from the circuit from 1997. The race was run on September the 28th and the circuit length was 2.831 miles with a race length of 71 laps. In 1996 the Grand Prix result was this. The pole position went to Damon Hill with a 1 minute 18.941 seconds. The winner was Jacques Villeneuve in 1 hour 33 minutes and 26 seconds, and the fastest lap went to Damon Hill with a 1 minute 21.363. Don't forget, of course, that was in the Williams, not the Arrows, of 1997. Okay then, so Mr. Gabriele Tarquini has just started his qualifying run now, going down the start and finish line. You can see in the background, well, he's actually done a run and he's in first place. He's in first place at the moment. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. You can see in the background now that the skies are starting to darken, so it could rain towards the end of this session. Oh, wait a minute though, he's been pipped at the post by George Russell already. He's down to second place, so new tyres go on and a new front wing. Don't know what happened there for Gabriele Tarquini. Anyway, let's fast forward now through the qualifying like we always do and see exactly where everyone's going to end up. At the moment then, George Russell in the Williams is currently in pole position, Gabriele Tarquini in second place, Hulkenberg in third, Hill Race Driver is in fourth place, Grosjean in fifth position, and Lewis Hamilton in sixth place in the Tyrrell. Anyway, just seeing any more activity from the drivers. Russell's still in the lead at the moment, Tarquini still in second. Nothing happening at the moment. Wait a minute, we have Sebastian Vettel now up into third position in the Ferrari, of course. Sebastian Vettel's gone up there. And race drivers down to fifth place. Kimi Raikkonen's in sixth position. Oh my goodness, look at this. The qualifying queen, Tarunga Leela, has gone into fourth position. Our sister car, of course, in the other Jordan car. Wowzers. Up into fourth then for Leela. Anyway, a little bit later into the session, you can see we have come in and done another run. We're down to fifth place now. Fifth position. Let's see where we are as we end up at the end of this session as a new front wing goes on. I think that was it actually. Yes, fifth position then for Gabriele Tarquini. Now it's time for Murray Walker.
This is the Luxembourg Grand Prix, here at the familiar Nürburgring, scene of last year's European Grand Prix. German racing fans are delighted to have a second Grand Prix in their country again this year, and they're hoping for a win from their national hero, Michael Schumacher, who lost out last year to his young Canadian rival. They'd like to see their new hero Heinz-Harald Frentzen win too. Drivers seem to like this 2.8 mile circuit, even though the flow's broken up by the final chicane.
Okay, so here we go then. Once again, no restarts, no replays, as the 5 lights are going to go out on the Gabriele Tarquini Championship season on F1 97, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes, a little bit cautious away from the start, both the Ferraris, and look at this, Tarunga Leela has got the jump on Gabriele Tarquini, but he's got a little bit more purchase now on Leela as we go into turn 1. This is going to get very, very dicey indeed, I do believe, for Gabriele. Oh, there's a little bit of contact from Leela there on the Ferrari, and he's been hit up the Jack Jones. Oh my goodness, no, 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 no. And Gabriele Tarquini has been hit once again by, I think that was one of the Prost cars, either Carmen Jorda or Regina Hertz, but he carries on in sixth position at the moment. Lost a little bit of ground there for Gabriele Tarquini and almost got hit again by one of the Benetton cars there. Wowzers. Anyway, he carries on. Still the first lap of the race. You can see in the background that it is now still overcast and cloudy, which means it could rain towards the end of this race. Teammate is in front of him at the moment. Tarunga Leela in the sister Jordan car. Wowzers, med trousers. Yes, indeedy. Mr. McGreedy, I've managed to get most of my catchphrases all in one sentence there. So we carry on in sixth position, and he brakes very, very hard the next turn there. Very, very hard indeed. There are quite a few corner names at the Nürburgring. I will actually read them out. I have no idea where they are on the circuit because it doesn't actually say in this diagram. But the corner names for the Nürburgring are the Valvoline Curve, the Castrol S, the Ford Curve, the Dunlop Curve, the Yokohama, there's a lot of curves, the Yokohama Curve, the Bit Curve, and of course the most famous one of all, the Vidal Chicane. Wowzers, absolute wowzers. Anyway, the end of lap 1, going to lap 2 now. You can see visually the gap now between us and Tarunga Leela as he tries for a move. He's got to be very, very careful here, of course, because we don't want to take out our teammate. This will be an absolute disaster. No teammate wants to have a clash with each other because it looks very, very bad indeed. Just look at David Coulthard and Mika Hakkinen. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He just wouldn't talk to him on the podium, would he? He just blanked him completely. Anyway, goes for a move now on Churanga. Oh no, there's contact. No, absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. We have done what we said we didn't want to do. We have taken out Churanga Leela. Well, we're up to 5th place, but that is not how we wanted to go. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. Lap 2. And we are now in 5th place, but at the expense of our teammate, Churanga Leela. I don't know if she's managed to recover or not, but she is now down out of the points. And if we got no front wing on the car, I think we may... I didn't actually spot that, but yes, I think the front wing has gone on the car, so I think Gabriele Tarquini is going to come in for a very, very early stop here, very, very early indeed. And the answer to that is yes, he has got to come in. Oh no, this goes from worse to bloody worse as cars are now going past. And there's Leela. She has managed to maintain her composure and her ground, and she's managed to carry on the race. Well, that's fantastic news for Leela. Anyway, down to 11th at the mile. They're just dropping off like flies now. He's down to 15th position, 18th position. He's got to have a new front wing and a new rear wing as well. Due, of course, to that contact with teammate Churanga Leela. Anyway, he gets out of the pits in 22nd place, everyone. 22nd place. That's plumb last. So let's pray now for rain. We need to pray for rain on lap 3, and hopefully it will come and we manage to get up the grid and get some serious points in this race. Robert Kubica in the Williams car, of course, he's now in 1st position. It says 10-second gap between us, but it's a lot more than that as we accelerate forward down to lap 4. We've managed to catch... Oh, Jesus Christ, did you see that? That was a Williams. Engine failure at the back of that Williams car, and Gabriele Tarquini almost went into the back of him, but he managed to hold it together on lap 4, and still I think in maybe 21st place now. 21st position. No, it's 20th. No, it is 21st position. So Pierre Gasly is in front of us as we accelerate forward to lap 5, and he's going for a move now on one of the Tyrrells. That's either going to be, of course, Lewis Hamilton, or of course Valtteri Bottas. Sebastian Vettel is currently in the lead in the Ferrari, and George Russell in the Williams. Oh, that was very, very tight, very, very tight indeed, but he gets past up into, I think it's probably, yes, 20th position now. Next target is ahead of us. Next target is ahead. Who is that? It looks like a yellow... No, it's not a yellow car. It's one of the Minardis, of course, just the little yellow flash at the back of it. And he gets past that. Next target is now one of the Prost cars, either Regina Hertz or Carmen Jordan, but the Minardi manages to get past Gabriele Tarquini. Oh my goodness, these Minardis are so difficult to pass in 97. Absolutely impossible. And when you're out on circuit, it seems like there's at least 12 of them because you make so many passes on them. Trying to get past, and you're always trying to squeeze it out with the Minardi there. But this time he goes for a dive down the inside. Does he get past Minardi this time? Yes, he does on lap 5. Up into 19th position for Gabriele Tarquini. And of course, I think he's going to come in for another pit stop. Well, he is going to have to come in because those tyres are not going to last a full 20 laps now. They are not going to last. Anyway, he's catching more cars in front of him. And one of those cars now is another one of the Tyrrell, I do believe, who's got a Prost in front of them. That could be Lewis Hamilton. It could be Lewis Hamilton. We'll find out in a minute. But edging ever closer to these little black dots ahead of us, as you can see, which is, of course, the beautiful way that they did the livery back in 1997. As soon as it went into a pretty distant object, it just went to a big black blob. Yes, big black blob. You can see they sort of pop in and out of the liveries there. But, you know, it was 1997, and this, of course, is a PlayStation 1 game. A PlayStation 1 game. It's still absolutely fantastic, and in my opinion, still the best F1 game that there was ever made. This on the PS1. So what the hell has happened to everyone? Why can't they make a decent F1 game now? Why can't they do it? I just don't get it. I just don't get it, indeed. Anyway, still pursuing this. Oh, a little bit wide there for Gabriele Tarquini. This is now lap 6. Sebastian Vettel still in the lead, and Leclerc has put in the fastest lap of a 1:17.636. Just about to finish on lap 6, as you can see, going through the final chicane now. Oh, very, very tight there for Gabriele Tarquini. Still in 19th place, but there's cars coming into the pits now, so he's going to gain a few more positions. The Tyrrell has come in, and the other Minardi has come in as well. So he's going to gain quite a few positions. Up into, I don't know, we're just got to wait and see what happens with the positions because it will tell us a little bit later. Another car comes out of the pit, as you can see. I think is that another Tyrrell? It could be a Stewart car, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, he's up to the 13th position now for Gabriele Tarquini. Unlucky for some, but hopefully, oh no, it's not a Tyrrell, it is actually a Mercedes. Yes, a Mercedes. That could be the Hill Race driver, or it could be his teammate. Not quite sure, because of course there's no driver names in F1 97. Anyways, going down the inside, whoever it is of the McLaren, and he breezes past 33 seconds now behind the leader, who is now currently George Leclerc. George Leclerc in that Ferrari on lap 7 of the Grand Prix. He's inching ever closer towards this Prost car. He goes down the inside, or then the outside of the Prost, I should say. I think that may have been Carmen Jorda, and he gets past up into 12th position because he didn't want to stay in 13th because it's a pretty unlucky number. So lap 7. George Russell is now in the lead. Wowzers, they are changing positions like flies. Of course, don't forget, on the 7th lap of a 20-lap race, the cars are coming in for their pit stops, so positions are going to change as he skips over that chicane a little bit there. He's just about to start lap 8 now. Any more cars coming to the pits? We will find out any minute now as we go down the start and finish line to start lap 8 of the Grand Prix. Just looking off. Yes, there are more cars in. Just see them coming in there. And there's a car just coming out of the pits, as you can see. Very, very close for Gabriele Tarquini, but he manages to hold on gracefully in 10th position there. 10th position as he goes for a move on this Stewart. Wow, look at this. Like taking candy from a baby once more as he breezes past up into 9th place on lap 8. 33 seconds now behind the leader, George Russell. Can he catch him? Well, he seems to have enormous pace in this car despite that early disaster with his teammate Turunga Leela. He still seems to have some pace, but don't forget, of course, the fuel weight is going to be low at this point because he's going to come in for another pit stop. Round about, I think, lap 14 he might have to come in again. I'm not quite sure. Maybe even lap 12. Anyway, he's catching this Benetton and he dives down the inside. Look at that, a superb switchback manoeuvre for Gabriele Tarquini there on lap 8. So I think he's up until, is it 11th place now? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, George Russell still in the lead at the moment after 8 laps as we accelerate forward now. Still on lap 8, just going to lap 9 now, going past the pits. I do believe that, yes, there's his teammate, Turunga Leela. She is coming to the pits and more cars have come in. So he's up now into 4th position on lap 9. 4th place for Gabriele Tarquini. This is looking good, but don't forget, of course, he is going to have to come in once again, so he's going to drop down the order. But hopefully, he will still maintain some points for this race because we do need our points. I don't think we've got any chance of winning this championship, to be fair. We've had quite a few disasters, but we are going to push on. As you can see on lap 10, a Ferrari was just coming out of the pits then, so now he's up into a podium position for Gabriele Tarquini. Yes, the crowd will be going wild right now. Just look at all those hundreds of thousands in the background. Just absolutely, look at them. Look, they're absolutely ecstatic for our driver of choice, Mr. Gabriele Tarquini, as we accelerate forward out of lap 12. And he's now got to come in for his pit stop. We said it might be around about lap 12 or lap 14, and he does come in. He's got the low fuel warning, of course, in the right-hand corner of your screen. So he comes in from 3rd place for his final stop. He's going to put just enough fuel in to last, or he's putting 10 laps of fuel. A little bit too much fuel there for Gabriele Tarquini, and a new front wing as well. So he rejoins after an 8.9 second stop in 5th position now. 5th position. So he's still down, but he's still in the points as George Russell is still in the lead after 12 laps in this Grand Prix as he rejoins the circuit starting lap 13. Yes, lap 13. Okay, it's time to accelerate forward now to lap 14 of the Grand Prix. Still 5th place for Gabriele Tarquini at the moment, just going past the start and finish line. Any other cars come in? Everyone? Just looking to the right. Yes, someone has come in. I didn't quite see it in the pit lane, but yes, so up into 4th place now for Gabriele Tarquini on lap 15. George Russell is still in the lead. Sebastian Vettel in 2nd, Charles Leclerc in 3rd. Wowzers, just look at the background popping into view. Anyway, it looks like, unfortunately, it's not going to rain this race as we accelerate forward at lap 16. There's a Williams, though, coming out of the pits, and that could be our podium. Position, but I don't think Gabriele Tarquini is going to be able to catch a Williams because, of course, they were far superior in 1997. Of course, the car's statistics and performances are in real life based on the 1997 season. So, of course, if you pick a Jordan, you're not going to be as fast as a Williams as we accelerate forward now to lap 16, just going to lap 17. But he's made it up now to 3rd place. Yes, he's back into a podium position for Gabriele Tarquini as more cars come into the pits. Fantastic news. Charles Leclerc now is in the lead of this race on lap 17. He's up into 2nd place. I don't believe it. Just the leader to go now. Can he catch the leader on lap 17? Well, I think it's going to be a tall order, to be fair. It's George Russell. It is George Russell in the Williams, but he's over 1 second ahead, and I think he's just going to pull away now. I think George Russell is just going to pull away from Gabriele Tarquini because I don't think he's got enough pace in the car to catch up to the Williams driver. So, and he's having a little bit of a battle with the car in front. I think that may be one of the back markers, but George Russell, I think, has got past him. Has he? Yes, I think he has. It's very, very difficult to see. No, he hasn't actually. It's one of the Prost cars, and George Russell is stuck behind the Prost. That gives the advantage to Gabriele Tarquini. He's going to get very, very close to the back end of George Russell. I do believe as he now goes for a move on the Prost car in front. Does he get past this time? I think he has made that move stick now. So now Gabriele Tarquini has got to go past the Prost, which he does do. Oh, skips over the chicane, but now very, very close to the back end gearbox of this Williams car. And he's got another car in front of him, which is about to start lap 18. He's got another car in front. This could be the opportunity that Gabriele Tarquini needs on lap 18 to try and get past George Russell. He's going for a move now on the car ahead, as you can see. Does he get past? No, he has to tuck back in again. That, I do believe, is one of the Tyrrell cars. Look, less than a second now, the gap, less than a second as Gabriele Tarquini makes his move, but he's got this Tyrrell now in front of him. He's got to get past that before he manages to get past George Russell. This is not what Gabriele needed. This is not what he needed. He needed this car to hold up George Russell a little bit more as he goes past now. So there is George Russell in that Williams, very, very close to the gearbox now. This is possibly the final chance that Gabriele Tarquini is going to have to try and get past George Russell. But I say, oh no, there's contact. I don't believe it. No, absolute disaster once again. The front wing has come off the car of Gabriele Tarquini. He was completely unsighted there. There was Turanga Lila seemed to be going very, very slowly around the circuit as well. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is absolute disaster on lap 18 of this Grand Prix. He's got no front wing on the car, which means pretty much no downforce on the front, which means he's going to be slipping and sliding all over the place. But what is he going to do with just 2 laps to go as he dives past this Arrows car, despite the fact he's got no front wing? He's going to try and make a move on this Williams with no front wing. He's not coming into the pits, everyone, but he goes very, very wide there. He has decided he's not going to come into the pits. He has decided on the fuck it strategy, which means he's just going to see if he can maintain his second place, but he's got no front wing on the car. This is going to be very, very dicey on lap 19. Of course, George Russell is now pulling away in that Williams. He's 2 seconds ahead now. He's got no chance of catching him with only 2 laps left of the Grand Prix. But look at this. He's trying to hold on with no front wing to this second place. He's trying to preserve, to protect it, but he goes wide there, very, very wide. I don't know where third place is at the moment, I have to say. Well, I can't quite see him there. I think that's one of the Tyrrells or Stewarts that we passed earlier. So he could be in with a shot of second place, but he's going wide once again. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's a Ferrari. I'm sure that's got to be third place man. Yes, it's got to be third place man. I think that's either going to be Georges Leclerc or Sebastian Vettel. So look at the timings here. It's Charles Leclerc. In fact, it's Charles Leclerc in third position. And is he going to manage to get past Gabriele Tarquini? He's got to be very, very careful now into the corners. Into the straights he's going to be okay, but into the corners he's got to really protect that racing line. Otherwise, Charles Leclerc will be past him like a ferret up a drain pipe. Yes, like a ferret up a drain pipe. Wow, he managed to get through the chicane perfectly there with no front wheel on the car. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. So George Russell now 7 seconds ahead of Gabriele Tarquini, still with no front wing as we go into the last lap of the race. This is going to be the last opportunity for Charles Leclerc to try and get past Gabriele Tarquini, and let's see if he manages to do so. Well, I have to say, with no front wing, this is an absolutely superb performance from Gabriele, but the Ferrari is very, very close now, very, very close indeed. Come on, just got to tuck it in very, very tight, Gabriele. Just basically stay on the racing line and don't deviate from it, and then the cars can't get past. Yes, they can't get past because they do rigidly stick to this racing line. And as you can also see, we're still trying to maintain the gap, but we can't maintain a gap with no front wing on the car. It goes wide, come on Gabriele, go! He's done it, it's okay. Just a few, actually Charles Leclerc has dropped back a little bit. Just a few more turns to go, and hopefully we will be able to hold on to this second place with no front wing. 9 seconds ahead now for George Russell, so he's definitely going to win the race. But it was a valiant fight back. Oh Jesus, that Ferrari's now getting even closer. Look at them, look, they're swarming all over the back of Gabriele Tarquini, just smelling the blood. They're smelling the blood because they want this second place. But if he can just, oh no, he actually skipped over the chicane there. He thought, no point in trying to do that properly because there's no front wing in the car. As he goes around the final turn, is he going to get second place? Oh, I think he may. Yes, Charles Leclerc has got nothing to answer it, and yes, second place for Gabriele Tarquini. Fantastic. Oh, wowzers. Another exciting race for our driver of choice, Mr. Gabriele Tarquini, at the Nürburgring on round 15 of the F1 97 Championship. Yes, there's just a few more rounds left now. We've got Japan with Suzuka, Spain for the European Grand Prix, and to round off the season, it's Portugal in Estoril. Oh my goodness. So there's the final scores on the doors then. Gabriele Tarquini finished in second place, 6 World Championship points. George Russell in first. And Charles Leclerc in third, Sebastian Vettel in fourth, Daniel Ricciardo in fifth, and Carlos Sainz in sixth position. Fantastic. In a moment we will go to the final positions and see where we are in the championship. I'm not quite sure, to be fair. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, here we go then. And in the championship now, we can see that we are in third place with 51 points. 72 points for Sebastian Vettel, 68 for George Russell, with just a few more rounds left of this championship. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, of course, there will, of course, be more later.